like a good time to do a cage tour because everything is relatively clean, and I just put the 2 babies in with the adult rats. So in case you're new, these are the baby rats that I bred, and the 2 that I kept behind from the litter. They are the sons of this boy. This is Shasta. And I've had him since he was 5 weeks old, and these are his babies. So I guess let me introduce you to all the rats first. This is Edmund. He is a year and a couple months old. Yes, he is. Sorry, I talk in a weird voice when I'm around animals I love. You have something on your face. He's the biggest boy that I have. He has a partial Rex fur, so or Rex coat, so his fur looks kind of weird. And he's completely black. We have Shasta, of course, who is a white Dumbo. His eyes look black, but they are actually a ruby red. He is almost a year and a half. This is one of his sons. Come back. This is Lewis. All of my rats are named after characters from the Chronicles of Narnia, except for Lewis, who is named after the author of Chronicles of Narnia. This is Eustace filling his face. He is Shasta's litter mate, so they are brothers. So he is also almost a year and a half. He is all white. He is whiter than Shasta. Shasta is kind of creamy color. And Eustace has very noticeably red eyes. And then this is the second Shasta baby, and that is Peter. So Peter and Lewis are, give me a second, guess they're about a month and a half old now? Almost 2 months old. They live in a double Critter Nation cage. So there's a bottom shelf, and what is this? This is a sock. That doesn't need to be there. There's all kinds of stuff under there, including food and cleaning supplies, garbage bags for cleaning out their stuff, and I've got bottles of spring water because I actually want to do a video on this, but apparently spring water is healthiest for rats because it does not have fluoride in it, and fluoride is not good for rats. And fluoride is in our tap water. We have 2 big glass water bottles here. I think they're all living things or living world. I always get those 2 confused. We got a lava rock or lava ledge sitting between them on the floor because it doesn't really work as a ledge anymore. And if you watch my last or a couple updates ago, you'll know why that is. They've got a whole bunch of chew toys and little cat toys, those little plastic balls with bells in them. They've got some hanging toys that are not hanging. They have the biggest available igloo in green. They have ceramic food bowls that are kind of gross right now. The Critter Nation has 2 shelves. Typically the Critter Nation has a second floor here there's a hole in it and a ramp so that the rats can go from one to the other, or you can actually close it off and make 2 separate cages if you need to keep your rats separate. I love this so much better, making it completely open, because A, it's less cleaning and less bedding use. That can all be down here. I think it's more fun for adding hammocks and stuff, and that's their favorite thing. So speaking of hammocks, let's start down here. This donut hammock set was a set that I got when I adopted Eustace, because if you don't know, I adopted Shasta from the breeder, and then 5 months later I found Eustace for sale from the other person who adopted him, so I took him in. So I reunited the brothers. Anyway, he came with a donut hammock set. One of them is this double-decker thing, and then I recently got a bunch of new hammocks from Amazon because my old hammocks are falling apart. What was it? 3 leopard print ones and 2 smaller zebra print ones. Last summer I got these mesh hammocks. They're advertised for cats for some reason. You are not a cat. No, you are not. So I got mesh ones for the summer to help keep them cool, and they really, really enjoyed that last summer. So I've got 2 of them in here. They're really big. Keeping with the donut theme, we've got 2 corner ones, which I think are really, really cute. So we've got another leopard print hammock underneath this shelf. We've got a smaller igloo up here. I've just been moving this around. We've got another ceramic food bowl. We've got a teeny tiny water bottle that was for the babies that I just put there. Hanging chew. And we've got the 2 small zebra print hammocks and the other leopard print one. I use Boxo Comfort paper bedding. It's 100% paper, which is 100% bleh, which means it's 100% safe for the rats. It's really absorbent and helps so much with the odor. Eustace is having fun by himself down there. Goodness gracious. Are you moving the igloo? The igloo never stays where I put it. It always gets pushed around and turned around, and I think we might have found the culprit. One thing I completely forgot to mention is this homemade scatter guard. So it goes all the way around. There are 5 pieces, so 2 for the doors, and then 1, 2, 3. So it's just pretty tough plastic. It is actually one of those things that you put underneath an office chair, like a rolling office chair. I don't know what they're called, but it was a huge one from IKEA. And we measured it and cut it up and zip tied it to the sides. And this is to keep the majority of the poop and the bedding inside the cage. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this cage tour. Literally one of the best purchases I've ever made. It makes the rat so happy, which makes me happy. Give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you in my next video.